Oh, well, I guess I don't need this anymore. That didn't go well, did it?
I liked it.
Should have just gone with it. Yeah, probably right. Hi there YouTube, it's your boy, Ben Barrett.
And I'm your gal Al, back again with another episode of the Weekend Escape. This is a show where we catch you up on everything that's been going on in PC gaming.
Correct. For example, this week I learned that money can't buy you happiness, but money can buy you objects, and the objects are designed to make you happy. I feel like most people miss that step.
Yes. No, I'm with you there. I've been trying to let go of material things recently, unless they feel nice to hold, you know? Like bubble wrap.
Preach, I'm with you. I think we've got it all worked out.
Yeah, we have. This week in PC gaming, it seems like a lot of things is about money, like games making their creators rich. Shall we see what's been going on? Do you know what a blockchain is, Ben?
Yes, I do. It's the enemy in Super Mario that's tied to a post and barks a lot.
No, that's a chain chomp.
Oh, of course, no. It's the huge slabs that fall on top of Mario when he gets too close.
No, that's called a womp.
All right, the Mario Wiki. Give us the goods. What is it then?
It's basically a big digital book that keeps track of transactions. It's the thing that enables Bitcoin and now a new competitor to Steam, called Robot Cash.
Robot Cash?
Yeah.
Shouldn't that really have been a cryptocurrency? I mean, I feel like it would have been a better name, wouldn't it? But I guess this stuff is all a bit, well, you know.
A bit what?
You know, ticka.
No, I don't.
Slim Shady.
Right.
Dodgy.
No.
Badlands of the internet sort of thing.
Well, one of the faces of Robot Cash is Brian Fargo, who's the head of a very legit game studio. They're promising lower transaction fees on other platforms and the ability to resell games once you finish with them.
Oh, well, I guess I don't need this anymore.
No.
I'm a fire starter, twisted fire starter. You're a fire starter, twisted fire starter.
Can you not burn money in the studio? Like, there's enough of that on YouTube already. Give us some news instead, please.
Fine. Listen, Fortnite has 45 million players now, which is, you know, really quite a lot, you know.
That's just everyone, isn't it? I mean, it's probably easier to count the people not playing Fortnite, right?
Yeah, well, it doesn't hurt that the Battle Royale side of the game is free, but Epic say they're happy with the growth of the base defense part of the game too. It'd be hard not to be happy with 40 million players.
Their Billions is doing well too, isn't it? Not 40 million well, but it had nearly 100,000 players just before Christmas.
Yeah, that's pretty huge for an RTS that isn't Warhammer or StarCraft.
I guess both of those games show that if you can do something new and clever with zombies, you'll be rewarded for it.
This is a segue, isn't it?
I resent that. Can a thought just not be a thought? I mean, am I not allowed that?
I mean, yes, but this is a segue, isn't it?
Yes. Let's look at 5 zombie games that broke the mold.
You know how in Left 4 Dead you're always trying to make it to an evac point or dodge the airstrikes of a government who've already given up on you? Well, in Atom Zombie Smasher, you're the arsehole choosing where to send the helicopters and drop the bombs. From your aerial perspective, you don't have to hear the screams of the fleeing people in the streets. Before long, you're accustomed to making cold, utilitarian decisions in the name of preserving as many lives as possible. Even if that means cutting off some of those distant yellow dots and watching them turn into pink undead ones. See? Arsehole.
Have you ever wanted a nice, laid-back zombie game where you can just make decisions and see nearly everything play out for you? Telltale's The Walking Dead gives you just that. Where you might usually be given set obstacles to overcome, this is a far more tailored experience as you get to influence the story through the entire game. Creator Robert Kirkman has said himself that Telltale's take on The Walking Dead focuses much more on characterization, character development, and emotion over action. Something the TV show could probably stand to learn from at this point.
I don't know if you've noticed, but there are enough first-person zombie games on Steam to form a... something. If only there were a collective term to describe a large number of zombies. Anyway, the point is that Deadlight stands out because it's a side-scroller. It takes you through a literal cross-section of our ruined world, funneling you through the gas stations and train carriages of what used to be called Seattle. And while mindless shooting is a favourite pastime in the genre, here it'll only bring the undead down on your head. Far better to practice avoidance, a technique I now apply to every social interaction in my real life. Deadlight, you've taught me so much.
Do plants have feelings? Only science can tell us, and it's not a question Plants vs Zombies seems particularly interested in answering. The aim of the game is to stop the zombies from eating your brains. Pretty standard, right? Not when you're deploying militant plants whose ammo is anything from peas to melons. Not every shambler is the same, of course. They all have their own speeds, weak spots, and level of toughness. I bet you never thought you'd fight off zombies with sunflowers. Now, that's what I call breaking the mold.
Remove the head or destroy the brain. That's what Shaun of the Dead told us, and many other zombie films before it. But one method of stopping the undead has largely been overlooked, and that's quick and accurate spelling. It's hard to imagine who first asked for a version of House of the Dead that replaced the light gun with words like unicorns and quintessence. But Typing of the Dead is now a long-running spin-off series. Have you ever dispatched a boss by rattling off the phrase, "Is it too late to shake hands?" Trust me, it's easily as satisfying as a double-barreled shotgun.
Hacker voice. I'm in.
You're not meant to actually say the hacker voice bit. You know that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awkward. What if I smooth that out into a segue?
It's a bit late for that, isn't it?
I'm in. Into the Steam sale.
That was terrible. That was bad. No.
That's really rude. That's really rude. Anyway, that amazing segue just happened because Watch_Dogs 2 is on sale with 66% off until the 22nd of January.
Okay, again, don't need to say the actual word underscore. It's just Watch Dogs 2.
Alright, well that's boring, isn't it? Maybe I should just take it out of the
Just
sale
tell
and
the people why they should buy the video game, please.
Fine! In Watch Dogs 2, you get to play as Marcus, a young hacker who joins the notorious hacker group DedSec. Your job is to execute the biggest hack in the history of all hacks. The game's set in a hacktastic open world where you can hack into every connected device you can see and take control of the city's infrastructure, using hacks mainly.
Yeah, sounds pretty hacking awesome.
What was that monstrosity?
Like heckin', but hacking.
Yeah, I don't even think Life is Strange would use that one.
Yeah, shall we move swiftly on?
I think we'd better.
Okay, next up is Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, which is also on sale until the 22nd of January. You play as both sons as they try to cure their dying father. They journey out to find the water of life and rely on one another to survive. You get to experience co-op play in single-player mode as you solve puzzles, explore, and fight bosses together, by yourself.
Okay, now that sounds pretty cool.
Probably because it reminds you of our symbiotic relationship, Alice. We're like brothers in a way.
I'm not sure that's it. But never mind. Last but not least, we've got CSGO Only More Realistic, aka Insurgency, which is on sale until the 25th of January. With over 40 weapons, 16 maps, and 7 multiplayer game modes, Insurgency is a game that features intense close quarters combat. Your team's survival depends on securing crucial strongholds and destroying enemy supplies.
Oh, this was a Source Engine mod.
Yeah, it's the follow-up game from it.
Nice.
Yep, you could say that.
What's nicer?
Is it patch notes? And as this face shows you, it's now time for TLDR, where we make patch notes that little bit more exciting. Because they're not exciting.
They are exciting.
So I'm going to give...
Alice,
they're not...
Alice.
No, they're not exciting. So I'm going to give Ben 10 seconds to run through everything that's new in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
They added Iden Versio's ship, they took a ship away from Tatooine, they nerfed the Wookiee warrior, they nerfed the AT-ATs, they nerfed Boba Fett, they nerfed Finn, they nerfed something else, I think. Maybe.
Well, that was a good...
So exciting, I can't even remember it all.
Oh, so many patch notes.
Whoa!
Ooh, patch notes.
So, Alice.
Yes, Ben.
As always, without cheating, you're going to tell me everything that's changed in Total War, Warhammer 2, Tomb Kings.
Lots of twos there.
Rise of the Tomb Kings, that's right. 3,
Yes.
2,
Yes.
1.
Yes.
Feeling a bit parched, are we?
Yeah, really parched.
Oh, wow. Should have got a drink with that.
Oh god, oh my god, 5 seconds. New skills, technology and buildings for Bretonia, extra leadership for Carl Franz, reduced war supremacy, improve unit
You've actually run out of
responsiveness.
time. I think I've won, despite you cheating.
It was really
Where
wedged.
are you now, Planet Coaster Water Ball?
It was really wedged.
Fan mail o'clock, Alice. What's in the bag?
Well, first up we've got some nice words for the hardware boys on how to install a new SSD. Narkills HD says, "You guys have really made this simple and easy to go through. This is how I'm going to spend my Tuesday tomorrow. Thanks, you guys."
Cheers, Narkills HD. I'm sure the hardware boys are more than happy to hear it, particularly from a high-definition person such as yourself.
There's some feedback in here for you as well, you know.
Oh, excellent. Give it to me. I can take it, as long as it's constructive and entirely positive.
Well, it's from last week's episode and says Ben Baroth. And that's it. The craze just says Ben Baroth.
What's that little face at the end?
That is the cry laughing emoji, Ben.
For what?
It's, you know, when you cry, but it's not sadness. It's joy. You find something so funny, you just cry about it. That's what that emoji is.
This doesn't seem realistic.
All right, well, Ben Baroth, Oh.
Well, I'm glad that was brought up, actually, because what happened in that episode was Rich mentioned the Baroth, a gunk-spraying horrendous monster, and there was some amount of confusion. We exchanged a few strong words after the show, and I've since apologised.
Wow, things really fell apart without me, huh?
No, absolutely not. In fact, I can do the rest of this section without you.
Okay.
John Page on the Total War Tomb King's intro video says, "That jump scare got me. Don't be scared, John. The Weekend Escape is a jump-free zone." Well, this week anyway. During the Halloween episode, it was more of a Simpsons Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah, we maybe overdid it with that one. We'll leave it to the Tomb Kings for all the killings. For this week, at least.
Always good to escape the show with your life, I find.
Yes.
And speaking of which, let's get out of here. That's all we've got today, folks, but do visit the site this weekend where we're giving away copies of Inner Space, a beautiful game about exploring inside-out planets.
Yes, and remember to like and subscribe to PCGamesN for more games and bickering.
Is that what PCGamesN stands for? I sort of always wondered.
Sure, why not?
Well, I guess I gotta update my LinkedIn page. Bye, everyone.
Bye!